My name is Bryent Mao, and today we're going to be introducing the green turtle, a greatly endangered species, and we're going to be talking with Dr. Cedric Liu, a famous biologist, about his endeavors on his research. Hello, Dr. Cedric Liu.
Hello, Mr. Bryant.
Let's go ahead and sit down.
Before we start on the Endangered Species Project, we have to understand the species itself. The common name is obviously the green turtle, but its scientific name is the Chelonia mitis. The green turtle's main ecosystems are subtropical and temperate regions with temperatures usually at 27 degrees Celsius and 100 inches of rain annually. And some biotic factors are the American alligator, Florida panther, and the infamous capybara. And their specific regions where they are found are Texas to Maine, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. Their feeding area is in Florida, Indian River Lagoon, and Florida Bay.
That's quite a list you got there.
Well, thank you. Come. I have more things to show you. These green turtles are very interesting because they are poikilotherms, as they rely on external sources and their body temperatures vary with the environment. These are the plants that they eat. They use their sharp jaws to cut these plants, and they often return to the same areas, which permits new growth of seagrass, kind of like mowing a lawn. And that is pretty much it.
Thank you, Dr. Cedric Liu.
My pleasure.
That was an amazing interview with Dr. Cedric Liu. Next, we'll be moving on to the Cordrey Manors to learn even more about green turtles and their environmental impacts. So glad to finally meet you, Jade.
Same as you too.
Alright, so tell me more about the adaptations of green sea turtles.
Structurally, they have a streamlined shell and paddle-like flippers. This reduces water resistance, making it easier for them to swim very long distances. And then their paddle-like flippers increase the water they pull, making them more efficient. Physiologically, they have a low metabolic rate, which enables them to hold their breath longer, which is really vital for diving and evading predators. They also have a migratory behavior, and this allows them to go to multiple feeding places if there's a seasonal abundance in one place.
That's so cool. Tell me more about how green sea turtles reproduce.
Sure. Green sea turtles reproduce through internal fertilization, and they mate in shallow coastal waters. Females nest every 2 to 4 years, and they often return to the same beach where they were born.
How interesting. Do they have any adaptations to reproduce?
Yes, they do. Males possess longer tails and enlarged claws on their front flippers, which aid in grasping females during mating, making it easier to reproduce. In fact, females can store sperm from multiple mates, allowing them to fertilize several clutches of eggs over a nesting season with repeated mating.
Hey yo, sus! That's not very cool. Why do females cheat on their mates?
Well, they gotta do what they gotta do to reproduce as much as possible. If I were them, I would do the same thing.
Alright, that's enough about this subject. Let's move on. I heard that other species help out the environment. Does this apply to green turtles?
Yes, they do. As herbivores, they graze on seagrasses. This prevents overgrowth and promotes healthy seagrass beds, which maintains the productivity and biodiversity of these ecosystems. Additionally, they fertilize the beaches where they lay their eggs. Their unhatched eggs and eggshells left behind after hatching decompose, which enriches the nutrient-poor beach soils.
I heard these turtles are also endangered. Why would such an amazing species be in such a critical condition?
Well, this is due to two main factors. Number one being overexploitation, and number two being pollution. Humans have hunted sea turtles for their meat, eggs, and shells. This overharvesting reduces the number of hatchlings that can grow into adults, severely affecting their population. For pollution, sea turtles often mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, which is a common food source. This often leads to internal blockages or death.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jade Cordrey. I've learned quite a bit today.
My pleasure. See you later, man.
Whoa! That was a very productive day. Next, let's focus on the species evolving. Alright, now that we have returned to MSJ, we are going to talk to the famous naturalist Chengry Hsien about his investigation on the evolution of the green turtles.
Hey, Bryant. Sit, please sit. Why are you here?
Well, I wanted to learn more about the evolution of green turtles.
Ah, I see.
Are humans doing anything specific to counteract the effects of their actions?
Yes, humans are helping through protecting nesting beaches, laws against limiting or collecting eggs, and rescue and rehab centers for injured turtles. For nesting beaches, they minimize human disturbances on the beaches, while in the rescue and rehab centers for injured turtles, researchers track turtles to make sure they are okay. Also, efforts are aimed at ecosystem conservation.
How will the ecosystem or biosphere change if this species were to go extinct?
Seagrass would overgrow and could choke out the habitat in its marine life. Food web imbalance, predators of eggs hatchlings may lose a food source. In conclusion, the seagrass will cause a lot of problems since the late turtles died out.
What do you predict the future is for your species?
With illegal poaching, habitat destruction, climate change, and overall decline in population, green seals turtles are not likely to come back from their gradual downfall to near extinction. Extreme conservation efforts would be required to maintain their numbers, let alone increase their ability to survive without human support.
Thank you, Chengry, for teaching me so much about the evolutions of the green turtle species.
Yeah, thank you too. Bye.
We learned so much today. Thank you for tuning in to the Endangered Species Episode 1.